Archangel Michael and the Divine Creator are issuing a severe warning. If you scroll past this, you risk losing the immense spiritual backup that has just been assigned to you. You literally only have 15 seconds. The universe is asking you, please do not swipe away. Open your heart to this right now. Archangel Michael declares that this exact second holds eternal weight. You are being closely monitored, not merely by the angels above, but by individuals in your physical life who are desperately trying to delay your ultimate breakthrough. This specific revelation was held back for several days, kept completely hidden until this very moment. The higher realms urgently pushed for this transmission to find you before the clock strikes midnight. The gateways of immense fortune, absolute healing, divine shielding, and ultimate vindication are shaking on their hinges right now, just waiting for your command. You have been selected, but even the selected ones must actively choose to accept the call. Archangel Michael reveals that an intense, dark frequency is actively attempting to block this truth from penetrating your spirit. That is exactly why your device might be glitching, your thoughts feel suddenly scattered, or your physical body is suddenly overcome with exhaustion. This isn't just a random feeling, this is a spiritual battle. Long before you arrived on this earth, your spirit signed a sacred agreement. Today, the ultimate phase of that agreement is being triggered. This is your ultimate safety net, and it has only materialized in front of you right now because the celestial realms are intensely observing your reaction. An opportunity of this magnitude will not cross your path again in this season. Type Amen to claim blessing. Your guardian angels are overwhelmed with emotion. Some have actually lowered their weapons and are weeping on your behalf. They shed these tears because they know the alternate reality that awaits if you ignore this intervention. They see how deeply tired your heart is, yet they are pleading with you to keep pushing forward. A specific female figure, harboring highly toxic intentions, recently whispered your name while attempting a dark practice. She fully believed her actions were hidden in the shadows. But Archangel Michael heard every single syllable, and his blazing blade of justice is already heading straight for her reality. The divine is still holding space for you. The Creator is not too proud to ask for your soul's immediate attention. A massive wave of punishment meant for your family line is being held back by divine hands. But those hands can only hold the barrier for so long. Type 333 to claim blessing. You think you are just naturally tired, but what you are experiencing is not normal exhaustion. It is a spiritual net that has been thrown over you to slow down your divine reflexes. Someone out there desperately does not want you to read or hear this message to the end because it completely exposes their hidden agenda. That is exactly why your phone might freeze, or why someone might suddenly interrupt you right now. Every single minute, a celestial record is being written with your name on it. It reads, "This soul was warned. This soul was deeply loved. This soul is making their decision right now." Your record is only half written. What you choose to do in this exact moment will determine the final sentence. Archangel Michael says, there are tears forming in your guardian's eyes. They have been aggressively defending you even while you are fast asleep, even while other people plotted behind your back and mocked your struggles. The heavy pain you have carried in total silence in the heavenly realm felt every single cry you refused to let out. An individual who caused you immense suffering is on the brink of experiencing a remorse so profound that it will echo through their future. But the universe refuses to let you be consumed by thoughts of payback. The divine intends to elevate you with a crown of authority, not weigh you down with bitterness. You must absolutely not swipe away from this screen right now. This is not casual entertainment. It is a critical spiritual emergency. If you decide to leave this moment, a specific gateway crafted entirely for your future wealth and legacy will shut permanently, and a fake substitute will steal your rightful position. You wouldn't even realize the loss until years have gone by, leaving you to wonder why everything fell apart. But if you hold your ground here, the celestial realm will completely rewrite the narrative in your favor. The opposition is terrified of the power this transmission holds. That is precisely why your focus is being tested at this very second. You are not simply watching a video, you are actively fighting a dark presence that is absolutely horrified by the brilliance of your future. Type 1111 to claim blessing. The highest realms have just deployed 5 elite archangels to form a protective ring around your living space tonight. They are not there for decoration. They have been sent to fiercely defend you. A negative entity that has been trailing your family line for decades is finally being severed this evening. If you are experiencing sudden shivers or a chill down your spine right now, understand that it is not out of fear, it is undeniable proof. Something completely supernatural is merging with your reality. You were never destined to remain trapped in poverty, anxiety, or a state of heartbreak forever. An individual you once placed your trust in is currently monitoring your life closely, secretly waiting and hoping you will fail to receive this intervention. They are entirely unaware of the divine blue flame that is preparing to obliterate their malicious plans against you. Your rightful power is returning to your hands. Type 444 to claim blessing. Archangel Michael declares, "You were not brought into this world to suffer in silence." Your spiritual guides are aggressively forcing this message into your digital feed, into your daily life, and straight into your soul. Because the dark forces that attempted to bring you down are now in a state of absolute panic. You were never supposed to survive this long, but your spirit refused to break. Your tears have acted as a spiritual currency. Every single drop you shed in isolation has been carefully gathered in celestial vessels before the highest throne. And right now, those vessels are being poured out completely in your favor. A highly unexplainable, miraculous event is set to occur in your life before the clock strikes midnight. You might feel a sudden warmth in your chest or receive a vivid, undeniable message in your sleep tonight. This is not your imagination playing tricks on you. It is pure, divine revelation. Type 777 to claim blessing. Listen closely. There is a male figure who grinned directly to your face, yet he is secretly utilizing your name in a hidden agreement or conversation to block your progress. The Archangel Michael has just ripped that invisible contract to shreds. The high courts of the universe have witnessed enough of this betrayal. You do not need to fight back with human hands. Your divine vindication has already been programmed into the timeline. The moment it arrives will leave you breathless, and they will deeply regret the day they ever tried to interfere with your light. Furthermore, a female figure who once referred to you as a close friend is the very one dripping poison about you behind closed doors. The angelic guardians have recorded every single whisper. She is about to be exposed in a manner that no human could possibly orchestrate. If your eyes feel incredibly heavy right now, force yourself to stay awake. That sudden drowsiness is not natural. It is a dark, spiritual sedative meant to prevent you from absorbing the very words that will set you free. Listen to me. This is a defining moment. Archangel Michael has stood before the divine source and pleaded, "Give them one more opportunity to receive this, just one more." That is the exact reason this transmission broke through all barriers to find you today. You were on the verge of giving up. You genuinely believed that no one in the universe cared about your struggles. But this video is the ultimate proof that you have been continuously monitored, deeply cherished, fiercely guarded, and fought for in every single second of your existence. Type 888 to claim blessing. A monumental energetic shift is scheduled to occur around 3 a.m. One of the most calculated, deceitful setups ever designed to ruin your reputation is about to collapse entirely. You might not physically witness it the exact moment it happens, but tomorrow morning, someone is going to wake up with the burning regret of 1,000 lifetimes permanently etched into their memory. They made the catastrophic mistake of messing with the wrong soul. They attempted to delay your ultimate destiny, But the universe simply bypassed their intentions and completely reprogrammed the divine clock to favor you once again. Archangel Michael wants you to be highly aware. You are about to feel a sudden, unexplainable gust of wind tonight, or a strange shift in the temperature of your room. It will not just be the weather. It will be a profound spiritual confirmation that the highest celestial forces are now actively hovering over your life, securing your victory. Type Amen to claim blessing. The unseen lower entities are closely monitoring your reactions right now. They are watching to see if you still believe, if you still trust the process, and if you have the spiritual stamina to stay until the very end of this transmission. They are desperately hoping you will get discouraged so they can finally say they defeated you. But they will never get that satisfaction. The divine is completely flipping your narrative. Every single malicious lie, every toxic rumor that was whispered behind your back is currently being exposed and broadcasted across the highest universal frequencies. There is absolutely no hiding from the infinite source that sees all things. Your name is actively being cleansed in the spiritual realm right at this very moment. All false accusations are dissolving into nothingness. The pure, undeniable truth about your heart and your intentions is now being released into the atmosphere, forcing everyone who doubted you to finally see your light. Archangel is whispering your name in the higher courts even as you listen to these words. Your absolute deliverance has not been denied. It was merely disguised as a delay to protect you. And this exact message is the ultimate trigger point. If you have stayed and listened this far, you need to understand that you are infinitely more powerful than you even realize. The vast majority of people do not have the spiritual depth to last beyond the first few minutes of this frequency. But you are the chosen vessel. You are relentless, divinely protected, and completely unstoppable. This is the exact point of your spiritual activation. The celestial realm is watching your faith, while the darkness is watching your doubt. What you choose to do in these next few seconds is writing the entire trajectory of your future timeline. Your name is currently being permanently etched into heavenly stone. A crown of divine authority is being perfectly fitted to your size. What the opposition tried to steal from you is currently being returned to your hands, multiplied 7 times over. You are so much more than your pain. You are so much greater than your past, and you are entirely untouchable by their lies. Type Jesus to claim blessing. Your enemies genuinely believed you would remain silent and broken forever. They completely underestimated the massive cosmic intervention that was planned the very moment you decided to stay faithful to your light. Even right now, someone is secretly monitoring your digital footprint, constantly watching your life, desperately hoping to see you slip up. They have cast silent negativity and dark intentions your way. But the universe has completely shattered their dark enchantments. You will not fall under their spell. You are heavily covered by the wings of the divine. Archangel Michael whispers to your spirit, the intense heat, the pressure, and the chaos you have been feeling surrounding your life lately is not a punishment. It is absolute purification. The divine is aggressively burning away every single limitation, every toxic relationship, and every heavy burden that does not belong to your destiny. Your hands are being freed right now so they can carry more wealth and more peace than they ever did before. There is an individual currently in your orbit who has been deeply, secretly jealous of how much radiant light you carry. They smile warmly at you, but their heart operates in total darkness. The universe is going to forcefully expose their true intentions within the next 48 hours. Type, I am ready to claim blessing. The truth is, many people have used your limitless kindness as a weakness, but the celestial realm is revealing your absolute strength right now. Your grace did not make you fragile, it made you chosen. There are people who pretended to love you, who stayed close to your energy only to gather information for the enemy. They thought they had successfully figured out your vulnerabilities, but the universe has stepped in and completely confused their memory. Everything they learned about you, every piece of information they tried to use against your progress, is being supernaturally erased from their minds. A specific woman you once trusted is about to get brutally exposed in front of the very people she desperately wanted to impress. The shame of her actions will not fall on you, because the angels have permanently removed your name from her lips. You have been praying for answers. You have asked the universe why things have been moving so slowly, why certain people suddenly walked away, why true love felt so incredibly distant. Here is your divine answer. You were being fiercely protected from a hidden pit you didn't even see coming. The universe removed them to save you. Listen to this very carefully. Someone in your bloodline made a dark pact a long time ago. That pact attempted to spiritually bind and limit every single generation that came after it. It is the reason your family has struggled with the exact same patterns of lack, anxiety, and sudden loss for decades. But because you are reading and listening to this frequency right now, because your spirit refused to surrender to the darkness, you are the designated breaker of the curse. Archangel Michael declares, this is not just a digital message, this is your permanent spiritual activation. The angels were strictly instructed not to release this transmission into your life until you were strong enough to carry its weight. Now that you are here, everything is shifting. Your timelines are radically realigning. You are confidently stepping into the exact season that your doubters said was too late for you. A specific man tried to block your name from a very important list, a list that directly involves money, divine favor, or your professional reputation. But the highest courts of heaven completely rewrote that document. And right now, your name is not just on that list, it has been placed at the very top. Type, I am healed, to claim blessing. Someone laughed straight to your face when they heard your biggest dreams. But the universe is about to force them to sit down and watch every single one of those dreams come true, completely without their help and without their permission. You are walking into a moment where those who doubted you will be completely silenced by their own eyes. They won't be able to logically explain how you made it, but they will be forced to deeply respect it. Your heartache was not for nothing. Each moment of deep sorrow became the fertile soil for the massive joy that is rising up in your life right now. You did not suffer to stay broken. Archangel Michael is sending you an urgent instruction. There is something currently hidden in your home. An object, an old memory, a specific letter, or a gift connected to your past pain. It is carrying a stagnant, heavy energy. It is time to spiritually cleanse your living space. Ask for the divine light to expose what the enemy used to anchor heaviness in your home and remove it. The moment you do this, the final delay over your finances will shatter. This breakthrough is not coming gradually, it is coming suddenly. A massive financial manifestation is forming in a place you never even looked before. It may arrive through an avenue or a person you thought was completely random, but absolutely no one sent to you right now is random. The whispers and sudden ideas you hear when you are entirely alone are not just your imagination. They are high-level divine downloads preparing you for a massive reality shift. Do not ignore them anymore. Write them down. They are the exact blueprints for your upcoming wealth and success. Dear divine vessel, you have cried enough. You have proven your worth over and over again through the fire of adversity. Now, the heavens are preparing to pour out the reward. Right at this very second, legions of angels are gathering in tight circles, forming an impenetrable spiritual perimeter around your heart, your physical health, your family, and your life's calling. The weapon may have been formed against you, but it will absolutely never prosper. The war is officially over for your soul. This is what you need to understand right now. You are not behind in life. You are not forgotten. You are exactly on time for the miracle that has been marked with your specific energetic signature. If your eyes are watering right now, if you feel a strange pressure in your chest, or if your hands are suddenly trembling, know this truth. It is not just human emotion. It is a direct physical encounter with the divine. Claim blessing. Your enemy truly thought they could sit back and comfortably watch your downfall, but instead they are about to become the unwilling witnesses to your ultimate divine promotion. Their mouths will stay completely open in shock, and the celestial forces will not allow them to close it in denial. Everything the opposition meant for your shame and destruction is rapidly transforming into a massive, illuminated stage. And the spotlight is not just on you, it is on your undeniable restoration. The Creator is writing your true name on His palm right at this moment. That is exactly how precious you are to the higher realms. Even in those dark moments when you severely doubted your own worth, the universe never did. Every second you spend holding your attention on this frequency is part of a deep, divine surgery. Something within you is being permanently healed. If your heart has been aching, if your biggest dreams have felt frustratingly out of reach, know this: heaven sees you, and heaven is absolutely not finished with your story. Your chapter was never meant to end in pain and defeat. It was always written to end in overwhelming praise and victory. The female figure who actively plotted your emotional downfall is currently being exposed in a way that absolutely no one can argue with. People who turned their backs on you will eventually come back to apologize. They will stand before you and admit, "We were completely wrong about you." They will beg for your grace. But the divine is whispering to you right now, you do not need their apology in order to rise. You only ever needed the universe's approval, and you have held that since the very beginning. Type, "Angels are protecting me." To claim blessing, Archangel Michael declares, "The heavens have literally paused just for you." The ancient pages of your destiny stop turning until your eyes locked onto this message. The decision you make right now, in this exact breath, sends an undeniable signal into the ether, either for rapid divine advancement or for continued spiritual silence. Every single broken promise from your past, every harsh betrayal that burned your soul like physical fire, is being carefully wrapped in heavenly cloth and handed directly back to the Creator. The divine is not returning your pain, the divine is returning your rightful portion, and your portion is far more than just enough. Someone who arrogantly left your life, genuinely believing they would easily find better, is shedding tears of bitter regret right now. The universe has aggressively shut every single door they have tried to walk through since they betrayed you. They are deeply haunted by your permanent absence. They foolishly thought you were replaceable, but the divine has made your energy entirely untouchable. Listen to the spirit realm. This is exactly why your recent battles have been so incredibly intense, because the upcoming reward is so extraordinarily heavy. Had you given up last week, had you surrendered to exhaustion, you would have completely missed this monumental alignment. But you held on, even when you were hanging by a single thread. You refused to let the bitterness bury your light. That is exactly why massive blessings are currently breaking ground in your reality. You are about to harvest incredible abundance from soil that was once totally barren. A massive, life-altering surprise is on its way to you right now, and it carries your unique energetic signature. It was originally supposed to be given to someone else, but when the celestial authorities checked the purity of the heart, the blessing was immediately rerouted to you. If you are feeling a sudden intense heat in your chest right now, an unexplainable warmth traveling down your hands, or tears welling up in your eyes without any sadness attached, do not be alarmed. Do not wipe them away quickly. That is the ultimate confirmation. The highest divine frequency is successfully reaching and penetrating your soul right now. Your life's path was intentionally clouded by someone else's malicious lies and toxic projections. But the breath of the divine is blowing all the dark smoke away. You will see your future with crystal clarity by the time the next sun rises. The negative, unseen contract they made against you in secret has already been stamped as completely cancelled. And right now, the highest legions of angels are drafting a brand new spiritual agreement for your life. An agreement based entirely on absolute truth, deep honor, and unwavering divine authority. There is something ancient and incredibly powerful flowing through your bloodline, something royal and deeply prophetic. You were not born into the wrong family, despite how much you suffered. You were born to spiritually redeem your family. Everything that people mocked about you, everything they called strange or too sensitive, was actually your divine evidence. They called it weird, but heaven calls it sacred. Someone desperately tried to speak your downfall into existence using dark rituals and toxic words. But right now, the energy is flipping. They are choking on the very curses they aggressively launched at you. The darkness cannot consume a being made entirely of light. Type divine to claim blessing. A specific, high-ranking angel has been exclusively assigned to you just for this upcoming week. Their strict instructions from the Creator are to aggressively guard your sleep, to protect your speech, and to shield your spirit from all low vibrational interference. You are going to start noticing incredibly vivid, strange dreams. You will experience much clearer thinking and a sudden, sharp awareness of people's true intentions. Do not ignore the signs this time. If you hear a specific voice, see a repeated number sequence, or notice a bizarre pattern unfolding in your day, it is not a random coincidence. It is direct divine instruction. This week will provide the exact physical evidence you have been begging the universe for. Even the most stubborn skeptics in your life will be forced to see the glow upon you. The old version of you would have quit by now. You would have surrendered to the anxiety. But this new version of you, the refined, battle-tested version, knows exactly how to wait, how to engage in spiritual warfare, and exactly how to win. This is the exact reason the divine kept certain doors firmly shut in your face. It was never to punish you. It was to actively preserve you for the one monumental door that no human being on this earth has the power to block. You will receive news in the coming days that mathematically confirms all of this. It will absolutely shock those who comfortably counted you out. A massive, secret blessing is currently arriving at your doorstep, cleverly disguised under the veil of normalcy. It will not look like a massive miracle at first glance. It will look ordinary, but it will bloom and multiply faster than anything you have ever seen. Do not reject it. This is exactly how the heavenly realms operate. They plant a small, humble seed, but they multiply it into a massive, undeniable harvest. What you choose to do with the little things determines exactly how quickly the massive wealth arrives. Stay incredibly humble, stay highly alert, stay fiercely faithful. You are about to become the living, breathing testimony that someone else desperately needed to see. There is still time. If your eyes are reading these words, your story is absolutely not over. It is rapidly evolving. The universe is breathing fresh, consuming fire onto your life's true purpose right now. People who completely stopped believing in you, who walked away when things got difficult, are going to start returning to your life one by one. They will try to call it a bizarre coincidence, but you will know the absolute truth. It is a divine covenant at work. This profound shift is not just about your personal gain. Your massive breakthrough is designed to break the invisible chains off of others. Your miracle is not just an event, it is an entire movement. Someone desperately tried to close the book of your destiny using pure manipulation and dark lies. They tried to write your ending, but their signature carries absolutely zero power in the spiritual realm. Only the divine creator signs the final page of your life, and that page has already been signed, sealed, and stamped with overwhelming favor. Archangel Michael is actively speaking your name in the highest heavenly courts right now. He is not pleading for mercy on your behalf. He is loudly proclaiming your undeniable promise. And because of this, Every single heavy chain that has been wrapped around your potential is falling off, first in the unseen realm, and suddenly, violently, in the physical realm. You are going to start noticing people treating you vastly differently very soon. They won't be able to logically explain it, but your energetic aura is fundamentally shifting. The heavens have placed an undeniable radiant glow upon your spirit that even the thickest darkness cannot dim. Every single agonizing delay, every frustrating detour that made you want to scream, was secretly delivering you right into the center of this exact divine hour. You did not lose time. You were perfectly preserved for the exact right time. Archangel Michael declares, "You are now entirely unstoppable. And those who are foolishly trying to resist your rise are actually resisting the Creator himself. This is your ultimate confirmation. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You have not been permanently overlooked. You are being launched like a magnificent arrow. You are being lifted higher than your ancestors ever dreamed. You are being loved by the universe like never before. The realm of breathtaking miracles is not far away from you. It is actively living inside of you, simply waiting for your total agreement. You have officially entered the precise moment that was written in the stars for you before you were even born into this physical body. The giant clock has struck midnight in the celestial realm, and the golden door has violently spun open. Listen closely. Someone in your family line prayed for this exact moment hundreds of years ago, long before you even knew how to pray for yourself. Their desperate voice echoed through the spirit realm, and this very message you are hearing right now is the direct answer to their ancient cry. You are the chosen one who finally shatters the generational cycle. Your blessings were delayed, but they were absolutely never denied. They were hidden for your protection, not stolen. And now they are being retrieved by elite divine forces and rushed directly into your present timeline. Type, "I am God's favorite child." You will soon notice a sudden, intense restlessness in the people around you. Do not panic when this happens. It is simply the aggressive shifting of spirits as your personal energy rises to a master frequency. Whatever cannot match your new, elevated vibration anymore will naturally, effortlessly fall away. Do not chase what is falling. Let it hit the ground. Let the universe replace it with something that is deeply anointed, not just something that is conveniently available. The divine whispers, "You are being refined in the golden fire, and you have successfully passed every single secret test. Now, here comes the ultimate reward. Even the people who completely forgot about your existence will now be forcefully reminded of your name by the spirit realm. They will feel a bizarre, unexplainable urge to reach out to you, to apologize, to try and reconnect. Some of them are literally being awakened from their sleep by intense dreams featuring your face. But hear this warning. Not all of them are meant to return to your inner circle. Use your highest discernment. Some are merely drawn to your brilliant light because their own lives are still covered in shadows. The time to aggressively say yes to yourself has finally come. No more people-pleasing. No more shrinking your aura to make others comfortable. You are a vessel of supreme power. You will even notice nature itself reacting to your presence. Birds, sudden shifts in the wind, even stray animals sensing the energetic shift around you. That is not a coincidence. That is all of creation physically responding to the divine seal that is now resting heavily upon your life. Every desperate prayer, every lonely tear, every silent scream was not ignored. They were seeds planted in the ether, and now they are bearing massive fruit in the most unexpected places. This upcoming season will not just reveal who you are becoming, it will reveal who you always were beneath the heavy layers of pain. There is a sacred record in the highest heavens with your specific name glowing on it. The angels have been dusting it off for months, anxiously waiting for this precise moment. The energetic seal is now permanently broken. Your spirit is about to completely overflow, not just with immense joy, but with profound divine intelligence, razor-sharp insight, and absolute spiritual clarity. You are going to suddenly know things you never even studied, because the Creator is pouring ancient wisdom directly into your consciousness. Do not question the download. Do not let your logical mind block it. Just walk boldly in it. You are going to start hearing your name being mentioned in rooms of power that you have not even physically entered yet. That is not idle gossip. It is the divine actively placing you in a position of ultimate authority. Divine alignment is often very noisy before it becomes physically visible. Somewhere in the world right now, someone is currently holding the exact key to a massive door you need opened. And the universe is giving them relentless dreams, vivid visions, and unbearably strong instincts to find you. Your inner light is far too bright to stay hidden in the shadows any longer. The Creator is sending you a direct message. You are not cursed. You are heavily covered. What happened in your past was absolutely not a punishment. It was rigorous preparation. You needed to lose certain things so that you could instantly recognize what is pure and genuine when it finally appears. Everything you mistakenly thought you missed out on is currently circling back to you in a vastly higher form. Even true love, even massive finances, even unshakable peace. Your next beautiful chapter has already been fully published in the spirit realm. Now, it is about to be released and manifested in your physical waking life. Type, "I love my life" to claim blessing. From this exact moment onward, you must expect interruptions in your daily life, but not from the darkness. Expect sudden angelic interference. Expect hidden messages, profound symbols, and undeniable signs to begin appearing absolutely everywhere you look. Your long, painful time of spiritual silence is officially over. You will begin to feel the overwhelming presence of the divine in the very rooms where you once only felt terror and isolation. This is the holy takeover. Archangel Michael stands tall and declares into the atmosphere, the war for this soul has been decisively won. It is time for their grand coronation. And when other people look at you and ask how you are glowing so brightly, how you are rising so rapidly, how you managed to survive the things that should have destroyed you, do not explain too much. Just smile, a knowing smile, and say, "It was completely divine." Because it was never about sheer luck. It was never a random coincidence, and it was never by chance. It was always, always absolute grace. You have fully endured the brutal breaking process. Now comes the magnificent building process. The world as you know it will not even recognize you soon, and that is exactly the entire point of this journey. Your name will be sung by a choir of angels tonight. Your dreams will be fiercely guarded by warriors of light. Your tears will permanently stop flowing because a tidal wave of joy is already on its way to replace every single drop of sorrow you ever shed. You are the universe's direct answer to someone else's desperate prayer. You are the living, breathing evidence that light can absolutely never be defeated by the dark. If you feel your spirit being led right now, take exactly 3 seconds and simply whisper into the space around you, "I fully receive it." That vocalization is your final physical activation. Archangel Michael declares with absolute authority, you have officially crossed the invisible boundary between painful delay and sudden divine delivery. The old, heavy frequencies that tied your beautiful spirit down are violently snapping away, one by one. The individuals who once held power over your peace of mind have completely lost their grip on your reality. You are walking into a new, elevated timeline where your enemies are forced to simply stand back and watch you thrive. They will not be able to copy your success. They will not be able to block your path, and they will never be able to logically explain how you rose so high. This elevation will be entirely supernatural and undeniably absolute. Everything inside of you that once screamed, "I am not enough," is right now, in this exact second, transforming into, "I am more than ready." You are not a cosmic accident. You are heaven's direct reply. The final layer of the spiritual veil has now been fully removed from your eyes. You are no longer walking in a state of mystery. You are walking in a state of divine memory. What the highest realms wrote about you centuries ago is finally, physically manifesting in this very hour. You are going to start noticing that your spoken words suddenly carry an immense physical weight. When you speak, the atmosphere will literally shift. When you declare a boundary, the universe will enforce it. When you walk into a room, the physical environment will immediately respond to your supreme vibration. This is the realm of divine dominion. You did not earn this by human power. You inherited it by absolute grace. And right now, the vault is completely unlocked. Type, I am receiving blessings, the specific angels that were strictly assigned to watch over you during your darkest, most terrifying hours, have now been officially reassigned to a new task. They are now meant to loudly announce your ultimate breakthrough. They are no longer holding swords of defense. They are now holding golden scrolls of massive favor. These scrolls carry your exact name, your unique voice, and your specific energetic frequency. Everything about you is being echoed in realms both seen and unseen. You are about to confidently walk into rooms that your ancestors could only whisper prayers about, and your sheer presence will heal the spaces where their pain could not. The heavy anxiety and the fear you have been aggressively fighting lately is not even yours. It is merely the fading residue from old, defeated attacks. Let it go. Breathe it out right now. That heaviness was never a part of your true destiny. A massive door is about to open for you, and it is going to feel almost too easy. Do not question the ease of it. Do not let self-sabotage trick you into thinking it must be a trap. You have already fought for this in the absolute darkest of your private nights. Now, you have earned the right to simply walk through it in total peace. The ones who mocked your silent struggles will fall completely silent, not out of shame, but out of sheer, undeniable awe. The universe will deeply humble them through the magnificent sight of your rising. There is a specific soul in this world who has been divinely assigned to bless you, but they have been spiritually delayed. Listen to me closely. That delay officially ends tonight. They are currently feeling a massive divine push in their chest, and their obedience to that push will directly collide with your deepest need. Expect a completely unexpected surprise provision. Expect an outpouring of support that comes without any prior warning. This is your exact moment of divine justice. The high heavens never ever forget the faithful. A hidden letter, an old message, a photograph, or a deeply important conversation from your past is about to miraculously resurface. Something you completely forgot about is about to return and bless you all over again. The universe is actively turning your buried, painful memories into present-day, undeniable miracles. You may start to see the number 7 incredibly frequently over the next few days. On your phone, on the television, on random signs. Understand that this is absolutely not a coincidence. That is a heavenly countdown. The 7th day represents absolute completion, profound rest, and a total divine reset. It is arriving at your front door. There is also a specific name that will appear to you very soon, written on a piece of paper, spoken loudly by a stranger passing by, or heard crystal clear in a vivid dream. That name is permanently tied to your next massive elevation. Pay very close attention. The universe is speaking to you in codes that only your soul can translate. Type, I am listening, universe. Archangel Michael steps forward one last time to declare, you have just successfully crossed a major divine checkpoint in your eternal journey. The enemy deeply hoped you would be far too weary, far too cynical, and far too exhausted to make it to this final mark. But the celestial realm is actively celebrating right now because your spirit chose to stay awake, to stay alert, and to stay faithful when millions of others would have simply swiped away. The darkness surrounding your circumstances was never, ever stronger than the blinding light living inside of you. You were custom built to break curses, not to carry them forever. You were chosen to be the final blazing flame in a long, exhausted line of forgotten prayers. This specific transmission was perfectly timed to find you in this exact breath, not a moment earlier, not a moment later. You are not reading and listening to this by accident. You are listening as a chosen witness to your own magnificent liberation. This is the final, ultimate divine whisper in this message. You will no longer lose what rightfully belongs to you. From this exact second onward, your name will not be delayed, it will not be denied, and it will absolutely never be deleted from the book of universal abundance. Your inner light is eternal. Your ultimate blessing is completely irreversible. Your miraculous journey is now divinely, permanently sealed by the highest forces of creation. Do not let your focus fade just yet. The spiritual surgery is still actively taking place within you. As you continue to absorb the specific frequency of my voice, a profound physical restoration is occurring at the very cellular level of your body. The immense, invisible stress that has been tightly locked in your muscles, the heavy, aching burden that has been resting on your lower back, and the constant tension gripping your jaw, it is all beginning to melt away right now. You have been living in a harsh state of fight or flight for years. Your nervous system has been constantly bracing for the next disaster, the next painful betrayal, the next sudden financial blow. You forgot what it feels like to simply be safe, but the divine is stepping into your physical space right now to declare a permanent ceasefire. Archangel Michael is passing his sword of blue flame over your physical form, cutting away the trauma responses. You are no longer required to survive. You are finally being given the permission to simply exist and thrive. The air in your lungs is becoming lighter. The racing thoughts in your mind are slowing down into a beautiful, quiet river of peace. Because your energy field has just been violently swept clean of the parasites, the takers, and the secret haters, a massive energetic vacuum has been created in your life. And the universe absolutely abhors a vacuum. It is preparing to fill that newly cleared space with individuals who vibrate at your exact elevated frequency. You are about to witness the undeniable arrival of your true soul tribe. For the longest time, you have felt like a lone wolf. You have been the unpaid counselor, the endless provider, and the unshakable rock for everyone else, with absolutely no one to hold you when you were falling apart in the dark. That lonely, exhausting chapter is officially permanently closed. The divine is currently rearranging the physical paths of highly influential, deeply loyal, and incredibly supportive individuals to intersect directly with yours. These are people who will never require you to shrink your blinding light to make them comfortable. They will celebrate your brilliance. They will eagerly speak your name in rooms of absolute power, and they will fiercely defend your honor when you are not even present to hear it. When you meet them, there will be no awkwardness, no forced conversations, and no hidden agendas. It will simply feel like your soul is finally exhaling after holding its breath for a decade. While you are receiving this profound, unshakable peace, I want you to understand exactly what is happening on the other side of the veil. The individuals who aggressively plotted against you, who smiled in your face while actively trying to destroy your reputation, they are experiencing the exact opposite of your peace right now. A deep, unsettling restlessness has fallen over them. They are currently experiencing unexplainable insomnia. When they close their eyes, the universe is forcing them to see the exact magnitude of the light they tried to extinguish. They are suddenly being weighed down by a heavy, suffocating realization of their own toxic actions. You do not have to lift a single finger against them. You do not have to send them a message. You do not have to seek closure. The celestial courts are handling your closure for you. The absolute worst punishment they can ever receive is being forced to stand on the sidelines and watch the universe bless you in all the areas they desperately tried to curse you. Their access to your energy has been permanently revoked, and they are left starving for the light you used to freely give them. Type, "Universe is guiding me." Your spiritual intuition is currently undergoing a massive, unprecedented upgrade. The days of second-guessing yourself are over. The days of desperately asking other people for advice only to be led astray are completely finished. Archangel Michael is installing a golden compass of truth directly into your heart center. Starting tomorrow morning, you are going to experience sudden, incredibly sharp gut feelings. You will instantly know who is lying to you and who is telling the truth. You will instantly sense which opportunity is a divine blessing and which one is a clever trap set by the enemy. Do not ignore these sudden urges. If you feel a random, intense pull to travel a different route, to send an email to a specific person, or to check a forgotten account, do it immediately. The angels are not going to text you. They are going to guide you through these exact physical impulses. One of these small, seemingly random impulses is holding the exact key to a massive financial windfall that has been waiting for your alignment. You are stepping into a supreme state of flow. Everything you touch is preparing to turn to gold, simply because you finally trust the divine voice echoing inside of you. Let us speak directly to the heavy anxiety you have been carrying regarding your future and your finances. The dark forces have constantly tried to torment your mind with terrifying visions of failure. They have continuously whispered that you will never have enough, that you will always remain one step behind, and that the beautiful, abundant life you desire is meant for everyone else but you. Archangel Michael commands you to reject that illusion immediately. The universe operates strictly on the law of infinite abundance, and you are a direct, undeniable heir to that infinity. A massive, unstoppable financial avalanche has been loading in the spiritual realm for years. The agonizing delays you experienced over the last few months were absolutely not punishments. They were a divine dam. The universe was intentionally holding back the water until your energetic capacity to receive was fully expanded. If the heavens had given you that level of wealth back then, the toxic, manipulative people who were still in your life would have completely drained it from your hands. But now, the dam has been shattered. The enemies are completely blindfolded by the angelic guardians. They cannot see your next move, and they have absolutely no idea what the divine is about to drop directly into your lap. A sudden approval, a completely unexpected inheritance, a massive business breakthrough, or a completely unlocked gift is about to physically manifest. You are stepping into a reality where money flows to you effortlessly simply because your energy is finally aligned with the highest good. Close your eyes and see if you can feel the magnificent shift in the atmosphere right now. It is a feeling of overwhelming, joyous anticipation. In the highest unseen realms, the ancestors of your lineage who fought for truth, who starved, who struggled, and who fiercely protected the light, they are currently standing in a massive, glowing circle, and they are celebrating you. They are giving you a spiritual standing ovation. They are watching you successfully break the invisible, heavy barriers that held them back for centuries. You are physically doing what they could only dream of achieving. The ancient blueprint of suffering, betrayal, and deep lack that was tragically passed down through your bloodline has been completely permanently eradicated by the blue flame. You are currently writing a brand new golden blueprint for every single generation that will come after you. Your future children, your ultimate legacy, and your entire lineage will thrive simply because you had the supreme courage to sit in the fire and allow the divine to refine you. The angels are weeping tears of absolute joy at the sight of your breathtaking resilience. You are a living, breathing masterpiece of the universe. You are the ultimate victory they have been waiting for. Type, "I will be happy." Archangel Michael wants to issue a very specific warning to your mind right now. Do not let the physical reality of today trick you into doubting this promise. The physical 3D world is dense, and it is always the absolute last thing to catch up to the spiritual truth. When you look at your current bank balance, or your current living situation, or your current relationship status, the enemy wants you to feel discouraged. The enemy wants you to say, nothing has changed. But you must understand spiritual physics. In the spirit realm, the battle is already over. In the spirit, you are already outrageously wealthy. In the spirit, you are already completely, totally healed. In the spirit, you are already victorious, seated on a throne of divine peace. The massive cargo ship carrying your blessings has already docked at the harbor. It is simply waiting to be unloaded into your physical life. Do not cancel your own miracle by speaking words of defeat just because you do not see it with your physical eyes yet. Your words cast spells. Only speak of the abundance that is arriving. Simply sit back, breathe deeply, and watch in absolute awe as the physical world rapidly, violently shifts to match your new, elevated spiritual reality. You are being prepared for the grand finale of your spiritual journey. But before you cross that ultimate threshold, the celestial guards are placing something incredibly powerful upon your shoulders. Visualize a heavy, majestic cloak made entirely of deep, glowing sapphire light being draped over you right now. This is the impenetrable armor of the Archangels. From this exact second onward, any weapon, any curse, any jealous thought, or any dark intention formed against you will instantly dissolve into harmless dust before it even touches the outer edge of your aura. You are entirely invisible to the darkness now. The individuals who wish you harm will not even be able to perceive your frequency. They will look for you, but they will not find you. They will try to speak your name, but it will turn to ashes in their mouths. You have been completely elevated out of their dimension. You are no longer the terrified victim of your difficult circumstances. You are the absolute, undisputed master of your divine destiny. The universe has handed you the pen, and you are now the author of the most magnificent chapter of your existence. We have reached the absolute pinnacle of this divine transmission. If your spirit is still locked onto the frequency of my voice, you must understand that your soul has just successfully completed a massive, irreversible metamorphosis. You are absolutely no longer the exact same energetic entity that began watching this message. The heavy layers of the past have been shed, and the raw, brilliant core of your true identity is now fully exposed to the light. Archangel Michael is stepping forward right now to issue a direct, prophetic timeline for your immediate future. I need you to listen to this with every single fiber of your being. Over the next 7 days, a highly concentrated, incredibly dense sequence of miracles is going to unfold in your physical reality. It begins tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, the very moment you open your physical eyes, the air in your room is going to feel entirely different. The chronic, suffocating heaviness that usually greets you upon waking up, the anxiety of survival, will be completely eradicated. In its place, you will feel a strange, overwhelming, almost intoxicating surge of joyful anticipation. You will finally wake up feeling like you are absolutely safe. By the 3rd day, the universe is going to orchestrate a specific piece of communication. It may come as an unexpected email, a sudden phone call from someone of high influence, or a completely random message. This communication will immediately resolve a massive financial or emotional situation that has been causing you deep, silent agony for months. The celestial realm is going to handle the logistics effortlessly, entirely behind the scenes, leaving you absolutely speechless and in total awe. By the 7th day, the final unbreakable seal of your financial and emotional restoration will be physically locked into place. You will look back at this exact moment, this exact video, and you will realize with absolute clarity that this was the very second your entire universe changed its course forever. Before you are fully released into this new, elevated timeline, The angels must extract one final, incredibly stubborn root from your subconscious mind. For decades, the dark forces have tried to deeply infect you with the not enough syndrome. They relentlessly tried to make you believe that you were not smart enough, not attractive enough, not wealthy enough, and not connected enough to achieve absolute, staggering greatness. They wanted you to settle for the crumbs of life. Right now, the blazing blue fire of Archangel Michael is burning that massive toxic lie to the ground. You are not just enough. You are a supreme, magnificent, breathtaking creation of the highest order. The divine is placing a heavy crown of absolute authority upon your head. From this moment forward, when you walk into any room, you will not shrink your aura to make other, smaller minds feel comfortable. You will not apologize for your sheer brilliance. You will absolutely never accept breadcrumbs from relationships, from friendships, or from your career ever again. You are stepping into a profound, undeniable era of royal cosmic inheritance. The people who are meant to be in your new life will instantly recognize the heavy weight of your crown, and they will honor it without question. The people who cannot handle the blinding intensity of your light will naturally, quietly filter themselves out of your existence. Let them go in peace. The universe is simply sweeping the floors so that your castle remains entirely pure. I want you to take one final, incredibly deep breath. Hold it for just a moment, and as you exhale, I want you to completely, permanently release the memories of the individuals who betrayed you. The people who caused you so much agonizing pain, who lied to your face, who plotted your downfall, they are officially being wiped from your energetic timeline. You do not ever need to look back at them to see if they are suffering. You do not need to check on their lives to see if the universal scales have balanced. The Creator has completely, permanently handled their judgment. The spiritual bridge between your glorious, abundant future and their stagnant, toxic reality is quietly burning down behind you right now. Let the warmth of that burning bridge illuminate your path forward. You are entirely unreachable now. You are now entering a dimension of absolute, supreme untouchability. The dark entities and the low vibrational energies that used to feed on your fear and anxiety are currently starving to death. They have completely lost the ability to track your frequency. You have ascended so incredibly high in the spiritual dimensions that your enemies look like tiny, insignificant specks of dust far below you. Archangel Michael stands before the cosmos and declares over your life. They cannot touch what they cannot reach. You are permanently seated in the high places now. You are fiercely guarded by legions of elite warrior angels who do not sleep, who do not rest, and who will absolutely never allow your foot to stumble. Now, I ask you to open your hands. Whether you are sitting in a chair, laying down in your bed, or standing, simply turn your palms upward toward the sky. Open your physical hands to receive the unseen. The infinite, overflowing vault of the universe has been forcefully swung open just for you. I am speaking of absolute, radical, miraculous restoration over every single living cell in your physical body right now. Any lingering illness, any chronic, unexplainable pain, any deep spiritual fatigue is being firmly commanded to leave your physical vessel immediately. You are being aggressively filled with the radiant, golden, pulsating energy of pure, vibrant health. You will live a remarkably long, beautiful, and entirely pain-free life, possessing the endless energy required to fully enjoy the massive wealth that is coming to you. And hear this truth regarding that wealth. It is not merely trickling in, it is flooding in like a broken dam. I decree and declare into the atmosphere that you are stepping into a lifelong season of generational, overflowing, unimaginable abundance. You will absolutely never have to look at a price tag with anxiety ever again. You will have more than enough resources to take care of yourself, to aggressively protect your family, and to randomly and beautifully bless the strangers around you. You are rapidly becoming a massive, shining pillar of financial freedom on this earth. The endless struggle is over. The brutal, exhausting grinding is permanently over. The golden era of pure magnetic manifestation has officially begun. You have made it to the absolute end. You have survived the darkest, coldest nights of the soul, and you have emerged entirely, undeniably victorious. The heavy armor you have been wearing to protect your heart can finally be taken off. You are safe now. The Divine Creator is whispering directly to your spirit right now, in the quietest, most loving voice. Well done, my beautiful chosen child. The battle is officially won. Now, step forward and enter into your absolute, eternal rest. If this divine transmission has resonated deep within the very marrow of your bones, if you have literally felt the heavy, invisible chains breaking off your body as you listen to these words, you must honor this sacred, monumental moment. Do not let this high frequency simply pass you by without actively anchoring it into your physical 3D reality. To permanently seal this massive, life-altering transfer of wealth, perfect health, and supreme peace, click the subscribe button right now to stay permanently tethered to this specific angelic frequency. Ensure that the angels can always find a direct channel to you. And if your spirit is moved to multiply these exact blessings, honor the ancient law of universal energy exchange by utilizing the Super Thanks feature. Whatever you release to the universe in a state of pure, unselfish gratitude is always, without fail, returned to you, pressed down, shaken together, multiplied, and running over. Archangel Michael will stand guard at the door of your home tonight. His sword of blue flame will illuminate the dark. The universe loves you entirely, without condition. You are eternally safe. You are infinitely wealthy. You are completely free.